Hello and welcome to this GIview demo. GIview is the result of the collaboration between EUIPO and GIview. It offers information to the public of about over 5,000 geographical indications, and it allows country authorities and producer groups to provide additional GI data. GIview will facilitate the task of trademark examiners while also serving other purposes, like providing information to enforcement authorities and, of course, to serve as a promotion for geographical indications and their producer groups. Let's have a look at the tool now. This is the landing page, the main landing page from where you will be performing most of your searches. From here, you can also stay up to date with latest GI updates. The search page allows you to search by country, file number, and of course by GI name. The search by GI name is particularly powerful. Start typing, and some suggestions will appear. This is an autocomplete based on exact matches. Clicking on one of the GIs, you can see the GI details. Here you have the basic data of the GI, all the information about the publications of the GI, together with the protection under international agreements. So for instance, this GI is protected in all these other countries, and for each of them you can see the details, including the name of the GI in the agreement, and all the links to the relevant documentation. Let's now play a bit more with the search, which is, as I said, particularly powerful, and have a look at the fuzzy search. So even if you misspell the GI name, you can see in this case, I'm still finding aceto balsamico di Modena, even if I misspelled it. So small misspells or misspellings or variations in the GI name, you still can find them. I can also search by country name. Let's now have an example of that. I search, for instance, Hungary. This is the country of origin of the GI. And based on the results, all these many results, I can still narrow down my search by filtering the results. So I can also filter by category. Let's apply some filters. Now I can switch. I'm here in the list view, but I can also switch to the map view. Clicking on this icon, I see the map, and I see the pins on the map. Each pin represents a GI. So for instance, in this case, we have these 3 pins here, okay? Clicking on in this view GID card takes me to the card details. I can also see the list of producer groups for this, the details for this GI, and switch back to the list of geographical indications or to the list. Okay. The GI name, as protected in agreements, is also searchable. So, for instance, I'm typing now Japanese characters, and it's finding prosciutto di Parma. Okay, this is because, as I mentioned, we have all the information of the protections of this GI under international agreements. And in the Japanese agreement, in the agreement with Japan, we have the GI name also in Japanese characters. So it's also another feature of this tool. Now that we have seen the public area of GIview, let's now have a look at the private area. Okay, so going to the bottom of the application, we go to the private area, and from here, this is a specific area for country authorities and producer groups. From here, they can enter extended data for the GIs. They can manage their GIs. Let's, again, filter by country. For instance, we take Hungary again. Okay, type Hungary here. Filter. I see the Hungarian GIs, and here I can enter any of the GIs and see all the basic data we have already seen, and also the product information, pictures, product class, region of production, examples of translations. For each of them, we can add extended data, country authorities, producer groups data, counterbodies, and competent control authorities. All this information can be filled in by either country authorities or producer groups and published so the GI data is enriched. A complete GID card makes your GI more appealing to the public and facilitates enforcement authorities' tasks. Let's now have a look at some examples of GID cards with extended data. For instance, this is a Lithuanian bread. And as you can see, we have already the pictures. We have information of the country authorities, producer groups. This icon here is showing that this producer group can act as a representative in terms of enforcement. We have the competent control authorities information, all the information about bilaterals, third country protections for the GI, together with information about product classification, product information, so on and so forth. We can also go to the search results again and switch to the map view, and we can see where this GI is exactly produced. Okay. Another example, for instance, is this paprika from Hungary. We are in map mode. It's fine also to navigate. We can see the details of this GI, we see the pictures, and again, all the information of the extended data. Producer group information, all the product classification data, and the extended product information. Okay, we can navigate along the pictures. And finally, I will show you just another geographical indication. What is prosciutto di Parma? We were looking at it before, and again, you can find here all the information, control bodies, and all the links to the relevant authorities, all the documentation, basic data, look at the amount of protections, for instance, for this GI, all the details, and again, the classification and the product information about the GI. So start using GIview now. I think it's really tasty.